So I am outdoors again. Some of you may know what that means. That means I got my test result back and it was negative. So did I have the virus or not? I tested negative. It doesn't actually 100% mean I didn't have it, because there have been multiple cases of people testing negative more than once and then later on testing positive. So it doesn't really matter hugely. It kind of would have been cool to, have tested positive and then recover. But it wasn't going to affect me too much in what I do anyway, apart from one important thing. While I was a suspected case, I wasn't really supposed to go out for walks, so I didn't. Now I'm allowed to go for walks again, which is really quite nice, because I guess I spent 6 days not going outside at all for walks, and even after those 6 days, boy, it was really, really makes a difference not being able to go outside, because there's a lot we get. It's not just exercise from being out interacting with our environment. So I am happy to be able to go outside again. Now things have changed since I was in. Basically, before, when I went into self-isolation, the country was still ticking along, doing its thing, and then they went to one grade of alert and another, and then full lockdown. Now we're in full lockdown. Fortunately, again, this is different from other parts in the world. Different places have different rules. Fortunately, lockdown here still means you're allowed to walk outside for some exercise, things like that. You just have to keep your distance from anyone else while you're out, and you're not supposed to go too far either. You're not supposed to be going across town or anything like that. But I took a little shot of the road. So I don't know if you can see, but this is a pretty major suburban road. It's 2 lanes in one direction, 3 lanes in the other, and it's not quite completely dead. Very occasionally one car will drive past and there's 1 or 2 pedestrians out, but that's it. And definitely no problem getting a car park. This area would normally be jam-packed. It's right in the middle of town, right by the beach. Lots of people out walking. Actually on the beach this is pretty normal, but nice that people can at least still do this as long as they keep their distance from each other. And this is one of the main shopping streets in this town. No problem getting a car park here either. This car park is normally jam-packed from morning till night. And yeah, that is a big difference from when I was, last outside just a mere, I guess it was 7 days ago. So yeah, many of us still have some interesting days ahead. I was really feeling the effects of, not being able to go outside for about a week, essentially being isolated for 10 days. Now basically I've got another 4 weeks ahead of me of slightly greater freedom, which I'm going to relish. And I guess that's one of the big things over the next little while, to really, enjoy the little things. I'm enjoying just being able to be outside, which is nice. And I know people in many parts of the world aren't even able to do that, so I really feel for them. I did the second live stream today for some Qigong sessions, and that was really good, and we had some really good Q&As as part of it. And some of the questions people have been asking are about things like this. There was one question came from someone. They were asking about if anyone was having difficulty sleeping and what to do about that. I didn't give her any special magical Qigong practices to help her sleep, although there are, some practices that do help with that. Instead, we talked about the fact that if you're used to having a certain amount of activity and then all of a sudden you don't have it, your body has certain rhythms, things that it's used to, and it can take time to adapt. And so sometimes we don't realize just how much we are active, even if we're not exercising or working out. Just walking around doing the normal things that we do we burn up a lot of energy, and our body misses that, and so it gets to the end of the day and it has this pent up energy, and so it doesn't want to sleep. So we talked about the importance of still making habits, healthy habits, of maybe finding other ways to get physical activity if you're not getting physical activity in the way that you normally would. So Qigong is a really good way to get that, some gentle activity. I know lots of the people watching this channel, of course, are already doing Qigong. Some other people might just be watching it just for fun to see what's going on. And you might have other kinds of exercise you want to do as well. But hey, if you've got the time, you'd like to try something else out, by all means check out our live streams. We've got some more scheduled for next week, and we've got lots of other videos and things that you can practice along with and things like that too. I think this is probably that's probably my update for the day, unless something else interesting happens, maybe on my walk or during the rest of the day. So I'll look forward to seeing you on the next one.